I'm here at the XR event at the 2021 Twin Cities Film Fest. In Protest is one of the most impactful experiences that you can have at this event, and I'm so fortunate to have Metric with me, who is actually one of the subjects or one of the people that appeared in the film In Protest. So Metric, you're a firefighter here in Minnesota, St. Paul, correct? Minneapolis firefighter. And so you knew the filmmaker of In Protest for a while and recruited you into this. So what was it like as you got involved in the film?
You know, it's kind of an honor that he called me up to be a part of the In Protest film there, and seeing that I was a Minneapolis firefighter and down kind of at ground zero for George Floyd, I was kind of a perfect subject to be in there and being able to give my story, how I felt about it and everything like that.
So tell me a little bit about the process. Because again, if you're a narrative filmmaker, documentary filmmaker, there's sort of a set process going, but this was completely different, correct? The way he followed you around, the type of equipment stuff. So how did the experience go?
So the experience was kind of like I went to a studio and he had a list of questions about myself, how I grew up, my family in St. Paul, how we're involved. We answered all those questions about how I felt about George Floyd, the protests, me responding to the fires, and how I felt in the moment of being down there. And then after that, we did another scene at a fire station with the fire truck and in my full turnout gear.
How did you feel? Were you emotional about it, or were you glad to be able to speak your mind or bring your own personal story?
You know, I was very emotional about it because, I mean, it was, what happened was hard. It was really hard to watch. It was hard to hear on the news, and it was even harder to kind of relive it after it was already done or behind me a little bit. So it hurt a little bit going back over it again.
So when it was finished and you put on that headset to watch it for the first time, how did you react? How did you feel?
You know, I almost, the very first time I watched it, I actually took it back off, and I just kind of had to pull myself together to watch it completely because it was so real, and I still thought to myself that George Floyd could have been any one of the people I know. It could have been my father. It could have been me. So it was just really hard to watch it again and know that, you know, that could have been me down there.
And people are talking about these experiences, how, you know, we can watch things on the news, we can watch things sort of passively or as an observer, but when you go through this type of experience, it just brings it even more to life. The sounds, the closeness, the intimacy of it.
Yeah, that VR experience is like no other. I mean, you turn your head to the right, and there's something there. You turn it back to the left, and you're in the scene. You're in the scene. So having that VR experience, it enheightens it so much.
Well, having you involved as a firefighter, congratulations. Thanks for all the hard work you do for our city and saving lives, and it's hard work and all this stuff, but also sort of jumping into sort of it's not entertainment as much as just an influential storytelling, immersive film event that it has an impact. It's just not for leisurely, it's for people who want to really experience something important.
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
Fantastic. All right, thank you so much for being with us. Hey, stay tuned. Blythe Wiley will be here in just a minute with some more interviews. Thank you.